How to Be an Awesome Astronaut by Jordan Collins. Welcome, recruits. Are you ready to be an astronaut? This book is your guide. You'll learn how astronauts work, eat, sleep, and even use the bathroom. So, let's get started. The International Space Station, the ISS, will be your base. The ISS circles Earth at nearly 285 miles, that's 460 kilometers a minute. Space School. You'll need to train for space. You might use a simulator, which has the same controls as a real spacecraft. You might also train in a pool. If trainees crash a simulator, no one is hurt. Whew! Did you know most people feel space sick their first few days in space? These people right here are training in water because working in water feels a lot like working in space. 3, 2, 1, lift off! You'll travel into space inside a module joined to a rocket. At liftoff, you'll feel heavy. Loud bangs will fill the air and the module will rattle and shake. A module can fit up to 3 astronauts at a time. 1, 2, 3. Did you know if you could drive straight up, it would only take 1 hour to reach outer space? Here is a rocket. This is the module that they were talking about. This right here is the booster, and this part, the flame, is called the plume. Inside the space station. The ISS is your home in space. It has 4 labs, a gym, a lookout, a bathroom, and 7 beds. You might stay for a few days or even a few months. So this is how the astronaut sleeps. Here's their eye mask to keep the light out. These here are their floating arms. They're just free floating. These are the straps. And then this is the sleeping bag. They sleep upright. Astronauts can't eat crumbly food. Pieces could float off and hit someone in the eye. Hold on to your food or else it will float away like these guys' oranges did. Know your astronauts. The commander is in charge of the ISS. Next in line is the flight engineer. Most other workers are mission specialists. They take care of the ISS and do experiments. This experiment looks at how plants grow in space. Did you know that astronauts don't wash dishes? They just crush up used food containers. This is a flight engineer who works to keep the ISS in working order, takes care of it. Life in space. In space, you have to exercise 2 hours a day to keep strong. However, you'll also have some free time to play games, make calls, surf the net, or just gaze out the window. Astronauts even celebrate special days in space. Did you know if you cry in space, your tears don't roll away? You'll have to wipe them off. Ties stop astronauts from floating off their exercise machines. Keeping clean. It's tricky to keep clean in space. You can't turn on a faucet because water sticks to you or floats off. You'll use no-rinse products instead. In space, a vacuum, like this one, sucks up cut hair and nails so the bits won't float off. Did you know? In space, the rough skin on astronauts' feet gets soft and just peels right off. Astronauts clean their hair without running water. All about spacewalks. You might get to go on a spacewalk. This won't be easy. The big padded spacesuit is hard to move in, and spacewalks can last 8 hours. That's longer than a school day. This is their air supply hose. This right here is their backpack. This is a boot. This is a camera to help them record, and it's on their helmet, and these are their gloves. There's no such thing as up or down in space. Astronauts sleep and work at any angle. It takes about 45 minutes to put on a spacesuit and multiple people. Astronauts use special tools. You use the pistol grip tool, a power tool that works in space. You also have help from R2, the robonaut, and a huge robot crane. This is R2. This is an astronaut on the robot crane. And this is a trainee astronaut learning to use the pistol grip tool. Life in space is very different from life on Earth. On the space station, astronauts see a sunrise or set every 45 minutes. This is a sunrise seen from space. In space, your legs push up more blood than on Earth. This gives astronauts skinny legs, big chests, and puffy faces. Astronauts get taller in space. This is because they have no weight pushing down their backbones. When astronauts return to Earth, their legs are weak from not walking. They're often carried at first, just like this guy, flight engineer Chris Cassidy, who returns after more than 5 months in space. So, there you have it. How to be an awesome astronaut. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Until then, read, read, read.